Kid Chic is up to?
Hey, which one of you assholes ate all my edibles?
We had edibles in the house? What are edibles?
There was like 30 in here.
Well, we didn't take them. We've been playing Stroll and Bowling all day. I wanted to play Guess Who. Guess Who's a stupid game. You're a stupid game.
Where's Spoon? Hey, Spoon?
Oh, hi, Jenny.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm feeling a little more solid than usual. I actually feel hungry for the first time in 500 years, so that's a little
Alright, it's spring break!
You're filming this in September.
It's just a break!
Why does it take you so long to edit?
Shut up, Spoon.
Fine, I don't care. I'm going back to my room.
Anyway, I finally get to review the third Scarecrow movie! You again! I told you, I'm not gonna review you. I accidentally bought you when I thought you were the good Scarecrow movie. I haven't even removed the cellophane. Fine, I might review you some other time. Not today, though. Stupid guilt-tripping sci-fi movies. The movie opens up with the most low-effort credits I think I've ever seen. They didn't even change the default font. Times New Roman having asses. Ken Shamrock? As in the wrestler Ken Shamrock? Oh, okay then. We see the opening kill girl running through the cornfield being chased by the Scarecrow in broad-ass daylight, and wow. This is a real downgrade from the previous two. Did they just not have access to the previous movie's costumes? Or is it one of those things where the director wanted a new costume every single movie? Bang up job, honey. Turns out the opening is actually a story being told in a shower room in the middle of what I thought was an initiation for a fraternity, but it's a hazing for a college baseball team. I guess out of all the possible hazing these jackasses could be doing, telling them a really boring horror story is probably the least harmful. Arguably.
You're thinking, why is Mike, my master, telling me about some spooky bullshit that happened decades ago? Because of this.
You mean the jacket that's gonna end up in a memory box in the back of your closet that you're gonna forget is even there? Or, opposite side of the spectrum, you'll wear it deep into your 30s, never leave your hometown, and work at your stepdad's car wash for the rest of your life? I wonder what end of the spectrum this dude's gonna end up on.
See the letter? 100% cotton, leather lined, and a goddamn guaranteed pussy magnet on campus that none of you maggots is ever gonna get!
Pussy magnet? I mean, I guess maybe for some girls it was, but this guy kind of seems like a hide your drink when he's around you type guy. Cats. The dumbasses are interrupted by Coach Shamrock. So these idiots do their little hazing ritual right outside the coach's office. And what, did Coach Shamrock over here just now decide to come out of his office to see what they were doing in the shower area for 20 minutes? The coach drags Douche, who we find out is named Mike, and baby mullet Jack into the office.
My best player? They were so young.
Mike promises no hazing as they can lose their scholarship, and the very next scene, these idiots are hazing in the fucking gym. Well, I guess the coach will have no reason to walk into the gym either. Brilliant. Alright, I guess being a psychotic, power-tripping dickhead is more important than your education. You better get used to this motion there, Mike. Mike tells the pledges, I guess that's what they would be called in this case, to meet them in the parking lot to take them to the next hazing location.
No hazing.
Oh, bummer, dude.
I promised.
Oh,
Hey, we'll ease up. Initiate them at the beach instead of the cornfield. Make them run laps and shit.
Nice shorts, Jack. Mike insists that Jack brings his roommate, Sam.
Look, Jack. If Sam was on the team, he really should.
So we're going to get to this in just a second, but honestly, when Mike referred to Sam as Jack's roommate, I thought that they were actually in a secret relationship. But then later on, there's more dialogue that I was like, oh, okay, so maybe they're brothers. But then Jack refers to Sam as his friend, and then there's more dialogue that contradicts that. We'll get to it, but you'll see my line of thought as we go. Jack parts ways with his bros and wanders into the locker room looking for Sam, his brother slash friend slash whatever. He finds him in the bathroom preparing a syringe for a subcutaneous shot. Sure hope I said that right. Probably didn't, knowing how well I pronounce things.
So I was talking to Mike. He wants to know if you're going to be coming out tonight.
So that sadist can kick my ass? No.
Jack talks Sam into going to the night's party by mentioning his crush Beth is going to be there and... Jesus, give me a warning next time, editing. It reminded me of those ancient YouTube videos of something innocuous, and then BAM! Something super scary right in your face.
Kind of a tool. Puts their cock a lot. These are guys or dogs? Eddie, hey babe. Ed's the biggest dog there is. Get over it, girl. Please, let's be drama-free this weekend.
Meh, 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 meh. That's what you sound like.
My lips are sealed. But according to Mike, Patty's aren't.
Oh my god, I don't care. This early in the movie and I don't care. It's hit all of my pet peeves. Boring cookie cutter unlikable characters, inane stupid dialogue, and a plot question mark? I mean, at least with Beg, School's Out, and the previous Scarecrow movies, they were entertaining in the first 10 minutes because of how ridiculously silly they were. This movie's just... it's boring.
Hello?
How's my favorite sister-in-law?
Ex-sister-in-law, Ray.
Beth, I promise to look out for you while you're away from home.
It is so weird to see tits in a Scarecrow movie. I guess they were trying to throw us a bone. Some of you more literal than others.
Sunday's Easter. Sandy's inviting you over for dinner.
Sandy? The nurse you cheated with behind my sister's back? No way in hell, Ray.
Why in the world does he want to retain a relationship with the sister of his ex-wife? I mean, it's not like they established that they were friends before the sister got involved with him. There's literally no reason for them to try to retain this relationship outside of plot convenience and a higher body count. Spoilers, I guess.
You okay? Why wouldn't she be? She's got two hotties after her booty.
Hi, Beth!
Sam's after me. Jack's just his pimp.
Not what that word means, Beth. At most, Jack's a wingman.
Come on.
No, thank you. I'm cool.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh yeah, you definitely look like you know what cool is. Why don't you go annoy people at a party? Everybody loves the guy with his shoes off on a nice couch playing Jumper by Third Eye Blind on his grandpa guitar at the party. Yeah, I wrote that joke as I was watching the movie. It was just supposed to be a joke. While Jack tries to mac on Beth on his friend's behalf, weird, Sam is basically kidnapped by Mike and the rest of these dork-ass losers, and Jack is not even remotely worried. You know, it's called Scarecrow Gone Wild. I kind of assumed this was gonna have like a spring break massacre kind of feeling. Instead, we're watching a handful of people meander around a college with barely understandable dialogue. I mean, come on, it's spring break. You can go anywhere. Aruba, Jamaica, Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo. Jack bails on his friend to go practice for a 10K with Beth. You know, I was just starting to like Jack from that last scene with Sam. But leaving Sam with the guy who I am 100% sure tortured small animals as a kid, and let's be honest, probably still does, is a really shitty move. Woo! We committed assault and probably did some real damage to that guy's ribs. We're not total tools. Woo! Where are these the only students? Where's the rest of the faculty? Oh man, if you thought the dialogue was kind of hard to hear sometimes when they're just standing around, just wait until they're running.
All the time. What's that?
You Sam guy?
What? Get out of here. Why the hell would you ask that?
Enunciate, from the Latin word, enuntiatium. It means to speak clearly. God damn it!
That's all. Don't worry about it. Whoa, Coach.
Oh hey Jack, Beth, I couldn't help but notice your microphone pack is sticking out of your pants. Seems like something someone should have noticed while filming, huh?
Just saw a couple of your teammates driving off in a black SUV with a bunch of fresh meat jammed in the back.
Wait, how could you have seen that? They were all in the very back lying down, right? Beth and Jack have a little race and this exchange happens.
You are a cheater.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
Again, why is this called Scarecrow Gone Wild? Jack and Beth kiss and we find out that Mike lied to Jack about taking the guys to the beach and instead took them to the cornfield. Sam has had enough and goes to punch Mike, but apparently his swing pulls 2 feet to the left and he punches one of the girls. Which, I'll admit, I laughed out loud too, because how do you make that mistake? They drag him up to the same cross from the opening and tie him up, crucifix style, against the Scarecrow.
Pussy! You like that? Good.
Why did he lick Sam's chest? Huh, Sam's totally gay. Let me just tongue his supple, creamy chest. See? Totally gay. Well, forget that. It's time for an awkward sex scene 14 minutes into the movie. They make it seem like it's all super romantic, but all I can think of is I don't know anything about these characters, and I don't think the characters know anything about each other. Like, I might as well just be watching softcore porn because at least those have plots! Also, they ran for miles and then immediately went to have sex. Ugh. Well, someone's gonna get a UTI. Back at the cornfield, apparently it took them hours to tie one guy up. They all leave Sam up there, presumably for the rest of the night. Great people. Doesn't Sam have like a severe medical condition, and wouldn't Mike know this? I'm assuming it's on the severe side. I mean, what if he needs his shot while he's stuck up there? They are basically rolling the die on an at best assault charge and at worst a fucking murder charge. One of them gains a conscience and stops to call Jack, and it's here I found out that Jack and Sam weren't brothers, they were just friends. Which again, I find baffling because it seems like these two are written as brothers. I'm absolutely not saying that two guys can't be close, but this scene is very much played like they were closer than friends. More like brothers. Jack's phone rings, but he's on a trip to Pound Town and doesn't answer.
Call Jack, it's his friend.
I've been trying to call and I can't get through.
Why don't you idiots just go get him? You're clearly still in the farming area of this college town. Or should we all just stand around like this whole movie has been so far? Sorry. This movie is just so boring and my notes kind of descended into madness. Also, why did he need to get out of the car to call Jack, and why does everyone else get out too? Why wouldn't they have just brought him along in the first place, especially since Jack's showing up at the party later? I'm pretty sure he's gonna notice Sam is missing. The guys let out basically their prisoners to go find Sam and make sure he's okay. The three wander into the cornfield while the cunt brigade pile back into the car and hopefully drive off a cliff so the collective IQ for the area could finally raise a few points. The picture goes in and out of negative filter, which is the movie's way of saying Sam is becoming the Scarecrow. So as we've seen in previous movies, somebody has to die in front of the Scarecrow to become the Scarecrow. It is really weird that this has happened 3 times in a row. It just seems like a very specific curse. Well, whatever. Sam dies and has his soul transferred into the Scarecrow.
Man, I was really pale. Well, anyway.
We check in on Jack and Beth still doing nothing new, then we cut back to the cornfield where the 3 guys wander through the paths looking for Sam. And the 2 find Sam just where they left him.
Is he breathing?
You want me to tell you from here? The boys are in full-blown panic, as you can see by this dude stuffing his face with, I think, powdered donuts, and call the coach for help.
It's Nick from the team. We got a little situation over here. We're in the middle of this cornfield.
Is there nothing else you'd like to add? You know, no cross street or landmark? Is this the only cornfield in this entire farming community? By the way, they seem to have forgotten there were 3 of them earlier. The 2 go to cut Sam down, making mention of the now missing Scarecrow, while said Scarecrow sneaks up on them and kills one. The other books it, stumbling across the first guy's corpse, and then he backs into Scarecrow's crotch. Weird. Okay, why is he killing these guys? They did nothing to him. They were getting hazed right along with him. And I know it's stupid to complain about this every single movie, but it's established that the Scarecrow is out for revenge. Don't set up that rule if you're not gonna follow it, movie. Eventually, Jack thinks to check his phone that's been ringing constantly. I'd love to tell you what they're saying here, but you know, mumble, 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 mumble.
No. We're just knocking it. Spring break fun now.
Wait. I heard Peanut Butter Mouse say something about spring break. Focus, movie. Focus. Jack hears the voicemail about Sam and they book it to, again, the only cornfield in this farming town, apparently. They find Sam and find out that he isn't actually dead, just unconscious.
I need sugar.
Here, donuts.
Well, that's really convenient that the Scarecrow managed to hack up a dude without leaving a trace of blood and then left the donuts in arm's reach and completely clean. He murders people indiscriminately, but he's very considerate. Beth, instead of, I don't know, calling the police and paramedics who could get there in minutes, she calls her ex-brother-in-law. You know, the guy she clearly hates and wants nothing to do with. Like, he's a doctor, sure, but this is kind of the stupidest thing these characters have done in this movie. So far. Jack picks up Sam and the three drive through the day for night shot to the trauma center. Seriously, that is bad. They enter the trauma center and oh, wow. This is the dirtiest hospital I think I've ever seen. Yeah, okay, there's a sign on the entrance that says they're under construction, but I would imagine they would close that wing to staff and patients because, you know, construction's kind of loud and dirty. Not really a good combination with a hospital. But I guess they had to think of a way to disguise what looks like to be a vacant motel, maybe? The doctor and nurse wheel Sam into a room with magically changing doors, telling Jack and Beth to stay out.
I never should have left him!
Well, at least you're self-aware of your shittiness.
I shouldn't have been!
Been with me?
I know much than you, but I screwed you anyway.
That's what we were doing? Screwing?
I mean, yeah, you guys went on one run and then went right to banging. I mean, I don't have any problem with that, but this seems like a really petty time to be fighting over this dumb shit. I suppose you'll need this kind of forced tension. And I guess her ass is walking because they took his car. Just look at all that empty beach. They definitely did not film during spring break. Did it take them all night to get to a beach that was supposed to be in the same town? It's weird that she's going topless when nobody else is. And Lynn's all like, yep, these are my titties. I guess Dollar Store Lindsay Ellis is supposed to be the slutty one in the group, but come on.
It was weird that fresh meat haven't called yet.
Rookies couldn't find our ass if they had a roadmap.
You know what? I will give this movie credit. They are filming at a beach, but I can actually hear what they're saying, which may or may not be a good thing.
Look at him. Ignoring me, pretending nothing happened. Did you really think he was gonna leave her? I didn't think he'd act like a dick. He's a guy. They're all dicks.
So let me get this straight. Lynn slept with Ed, and now she's mad because Ed won't leave his girlfriend for her. Great friends these people are to each other. Ugh, this makes me happy my only friends are a stuffed dinosaur, an inflatable skeleton, and flower royalty. Oh, speaking of which, I probably shouldn't have left Spoon alone. Yeah, he's fine. More nothing happens. See, look at the nothing. Then Lynn hears whistling coming from the rocks above. I gotta give credit to the movie again. Sam was shown whistling before. It makes more sense than Lester suddenly becoming a Gymkata superstar. Ed asked Lynn to keep their behavior on the down low, doing possibly the worst Sylvester Stallone impression I've ever fucking heard.
Yo, I can quit anytime I want.
And god damn it! I told you he's the guitar guy at the party. Yeah, I'd rather not watch you play Wonderwall, dude. I'm sorry, I know I keep wandering off in this tangent in this review, but nothing is happening. It's just standing or sitting around having boring, unimportant dialogue.
Someone's on the rag. Hey, might be the chance to earn my Red Wings.
Okay, so first of all, gross. Second of all, dude, you're gonna need some towels and probably some wet naps. And third, is it too much to ask to have likable characters in this movie? Back at the totally real hospital, shut up, it's real. Beth, I guess she didn't leave after all, comes in and makes awkward small talk.
Look, Beth, I am very sorry. about what I said last night.
Wait, is that a storage rack behind Jack? Did they stick Sam in the hospital's pantry?
Did you call his parents?
Dead. We were like 8 and it was a car crash. My parents took him in. 10 kids, what's one more, right?
10 kids? Holy shit, that woman was probably pregnant for 10 years straight. And hold on, wait. So he is your brother. I mean, your parents took him in, so they were either fostering or they adopted him. Either way, that's your brother, dude. How fucked up is it that he only refers to Sam as his friend? Oh, and also, why didn't you get a hold of the parents? You didn't say anything about them being dead. I'm pretty sure they're gonna want to know one of their sons is in the goddamn hospital unconscious.
I was drugged up on pretty much everything. And I was gonna take this swan dive off this railroad overpass.
I think the emotion this actress is going for is empathy, but it comes off more as, oh, I should really stop sleeping with people I know nothing about. I mean, damn, being an ex-drug addict who attempted suicide is a kind of a big thing to just drop on somebody.
I pushed him. I used you as bait.
What? You used Jew as bait? Enunciate, Jack! Jack and Beth decide they're going to go to the beach and confront the douche brigade, which I can't imagine that backfiring immensely.
If you shits party on that beach, I'd like to get a piece of my mind too.
There's not a whole lot we can do standing around here.
Guys, call the police. You know who did this and where they currently are. Watching them be sentenced to attempted murder is better than going yourself and possibly getting your ass kicked. Also, did everybody just forget about the 3 other guys that were out there? Coach finally hears the message regarding the hazing gone wrong, and then does nothing because it's not like he knows where any of these kids are, and he's out of the movie until the check clears. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to the most confusing beach song I've ever heard while watching a boring volleyball game for way too long.
The sand sticks to her skin so fine. Before long, I'm gonna have to make her mine. It's just another lousy day in paradise.
Oh god, and it just keeps going.
Lousy day in paradise. Another lousy day in paradise.
God, this makes the zombie stomp scene from the horror of Party Beach seem subtle and dignified in comparison. I mean, at least that song was catchy. Everybody do the zombie stomp. Hey, 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 hey.
I go! Here, Phil! Go! Are you fucking retarded?
Whoa, okay, well, that certainly dates the movie. Mike's team loses and a fight breaks out over it. I don't understand why any of these people are friends. They all seem to hate each other.
God damn it, Mike! Wouldn't be such an asshole and ruin everybody's time!
Hey, I'm not the asshole who's fucking her behind your back!
If he never wanted his girlfriend to find out, why, oh why, would you tell Mike?
Oh my god, it's true! You all knew? God, you're supposed to be my friend!
God, who would have thought these terrible people would be terrible friends?
Look, I messed up. I know I did, and I'm sorry, all right? But I was pissed drunk, and she was there, and you weren't.
Oh man, how can anybody let that catch get away? They hear whistling and think it's the guys. Ed goes up to confront them while his girlfriend waits for literally 2 seconds before following him up. Honey, when people say they'll be back in 2 seconds, they don't literally mean 2 seconds. She climbs the rocks and finds Eddie looking slightly bothered his insides are now his outsides. Scarecrow drags this chick across the beach. While back at the hospital, Sam begins to, I wanna say they're going for seizing? God, he drags this chick for so long for no reason. Oh god, why didn't he just pull a Jason and slam her repeatedly against the rocks? You know, honestly, I would feel more sympathy for this girl given the recent revelation, but she was also part of the group that left Sam tied half naked to a post in the middle of the night, so fuck her. Back at the party, one of the guys is either taking a nap with no blanket under him or umbrella above him to keep him from burning, or he passed out drunk, which is impressive either way since it's only been a few minutes since the 2 dead idiots left.
Phil looks awfully hot. Maybe he needs a hose down.
What the fuck is up with this group of friends? I like how this dude on the right mimes pulling down his pants to whip it out, but the camera isn't low enough, so we just see him miming the whole thing.
Oh, gross!
There is no way this dude is stuck. What, does he have the strength of a newborn kitten? I mean, come on, man. My siblings and I used to bury each other at the beach all the time as kids. You're hysterical, Dad. And we never had any issues getting out unassisted, and hell, I couldn't have been older than 6 years old here.
Oh, you fucking dicks!
I kind of think this guy just wanted an excuse to get peed on.
Lynn, slow down. Sarah's my friend. I totally screwed her over. She's never gonna forgive me.
Oh, so now you care about your friendship with her. You didn't seem to give a shit before. I like that the characters keep forgetting they're not supposed to be complete monsters until the plot calls for them to die. Mike comes over to the girls and tries to apologize, but she's having none of it and storms off. God, like 90% of this movie is people storming off. It's like the writer couldn't figure out how to end a scene, so he just wrote that everybody walks away all pissed. Jack shows up and picks a fight with Mike, and honestly, I wouldn't mind watching him get his ass kicked. Though you may want to break his index fingers, Jack, for reasons.
Hey, Sam started shit! We didn't do anything to him that we wouldn't have done to anybody else in this team, and he came up swinging first!
True! Doing ape shit, crack patty in the grill.
Shit! He's hypoglycemic!
Sam is diabetic and hypoglycemic? That seems super dangerous. And Jack, how could you not know they'd do something like this to your brother? They were openly hostile to him right in front of you, and Sam made mention he didn't want to go because they picked on him. Be mad at them, sure, but some of the blame is resting right on your shoulders, man.
Oh, you got balls, man. Coming down here and getting in our shit over something we didn't know?
So if he wasn't diabetic or hypoglycemic, they would have been perfectly fine to tie him up near naked and freezing weather all night? I mean, non-diabetic people don't die from hypothermia, right? And you're telling me this information never came up with how long these people knew each other?
Hey, not our fault, all right? We did the right thing.
No, Mike. No, you fucking didn't. The right thing would have been not taking Sam to that cornfield to begin with. I don't get to stab you and then administer first aid and then say, hey, you can't get mad at me. I did the right thing because I patched you up after I stabbed you. These idiots keep pushing blame back and forth before they storm away in opposite directions. And if you had trouble hearing these two in a quiet bedroom, good luck hearing them next to the ocean. Back with Lynn, still walking away, she hears the whistling again.
Who's there? Mike, you piece of crap, is that you?
Ah, to hell with this. I'm starting a new life under the sea.
Who's there?
Man, she is really easily distracted. You think if I pointed a laser at the floor, she'd chase it around like a cat. Scarecrow pulls at Jason and drags her under, and I am damn impressed he could whistle underwater.
He's seizing again. This one's worse.
It's nothing like a grand mal. Sydney's dreaming something.
Something terrifying.
Why, yes, nurse. In my professional opinion, he's seizing because of bad dreams. So fucking stupid. Again, I'm no doctor, but a person with no history of seizures suddenly experiencing them seems to be something that should be raising some alarms. And where are the rest of the hospital staff? Sam sits straight up after seizing just to piss me off more, and Lynn dies.
Oh, he had a few moments where he showed signs of consciousness. But before he revived, he slipped back. Look, Beth, I know you're worried. Just don't make yourself sick, okay?
Thanks.
I was like, this stupid thing between the ex-brother-in-law and the ex-sister-in-law is just... Why not just write him as her brother? It's just make him estranged, and then there you go, you're done. This just comes off as such lazy writing. Jack goes to talk to Mike and smooth everything over, and Beth goes to talk to this chick, I think her name is Patty, about Sarah and Ed.
I heard what happened.
From who exactly? Oh, hey, speaking of Ed, Sarah, and Lynn, I wonder where they all went, considering we all came in Mike's car. Oh well, it's probably not important. I swear, none of these characters have object permanence. The second a character leaves their sight, they're just gone.
They've been gone for hours. Where are they?
Maybe they're talking things out.
Oh, holy shit, I spoke too soon. One character remembers these people exist, and then they completely forget about them again.
Come on, Phil. Play your song.
They play this song in its entirety, while everybody just stands around awkwardly. as one would do. I mean, frankly, this is the most believable part in this entire movie.
You make me feel. You make me feel. Ooh, you make me feel. Man is strong.
Scarecrow shows up and immediately becomes my favorite person ever and murders Guitar Guy at the party with one of the volleyball poles. Good. Scarecrow chokes this guy out. I never learned his name because I don't think any of the characters call him by a name. And swipes to the left of Beth, but she falls down anyways.
Mike, help me support her neck. Make sure she doesn't have a spinal injury.
From that? How fragile is this chick where somebody punches the air next to her and it breaks her neck? What was the point of that previous scene if she could run unassisted? This movie. Apparently you can just walk off spinal injuries. Good to know. Quick, hide under the only structure for miles while he's looking right at us.
Damn it, give me the phone!
What the hell happened to you guys' phones? I watched this movie 3 times. And I never saw anybody drop or break their phone. What'd you do with them?
No, you're dead! Don't say that! Gabriel, that thing! We're our friends and it's coming after us!
Let's not say calm and yell as loud as possible, alerting the killer to our exact location. This is a brilliant idea that won't backfire at all.
I can't explain it!
Well, explain it to me! What is this legend?
Look, this kid got murdered and they buried him in a cornfield underneath the Scarecrow. And they said that the kid's soul, it merged with the Scarecrow.
Man, they jumped to the mythological killer thing fast, didn't they? Like, there hasn't been any reason for them to think the Scarecrow is supernatural, really. I mean, granted, he did spear Guitar Guy, but I would have chalked that up to a meth head dressed as a scarecrow over literal magic. Coach Shamrock shows up and reveals the real reason he's so against hazing.
You're hazing this boy. Someone I promised wouldn't get hurt. There was an accident. He died. We buried him beneath the Scarecrow, but he hunted us down. One by one. Killed them all.
All but you. How did you stop it?
You can't. It's eternal.
Okay, but that, you see, that doesn't explain why the original Scarecrow is just gone and you're alive.
We told people he left town. Thought that was enough, as long as we kept the secret with us.
Okay, does this town not have a police force and nobody questioned his sudden move? Not even his parents? Or were they like, oh, little Jimmy left town? Well, sometimes you gotta ride the rails, am I right? Toot toot!
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Scarecrow. Hey, is that even a legal move? Where the hell's the ref? Where's my whistle? Yeah. Why does my umbrella have a whistle? Doesn't even make sense. The movie uses the fact they hired a WWE wrestler and Shamrock and Scarecrow take turns punching each other. Somehow I don't think punching him is gonna do anything. He's made of straw or sawdust and has made no indication he can feel pain. But the entire movie's budget went to Shamrock, so damn it, we're gonna have to show him fighting.
Because of what we did to Sam! Oh my god, Penny, shut up! It's not gonna stop it! Shut up, I said!
Hey, she's right!
Please stop running to scream at each other. Nobody wants to hear you two morons blow out the mic every time you open up your mouth.
It's a car! A car is coming!
Oh, I love Rick Ocasek. Patty runs out in front of the driver, but oh no! The Scarecrow is driving. The Scarecrow knows how to drive? Oh, well, apparently Betty was made out of leaves because that is definitely not the sound of flesh being hit. Seriously, I should not be getting this much happiness from watching people die, but they're just so awful, I don't care. Oh, she's fine, by the way. See? She's blinking. She's fine. Well, see you later, Patty. Hope everything works out.
What are you thinking about, Jack?
What you thinking about, Horace?
Sam's still alive. He's lying in that hospital.
Ray said that Sam showed moments of consciousness. Maybe that weakens the Scarecrow.
Something about subconsciousness weakening the Scarecrow. Ray said this as in the ex-brother-in-law. When would that come up in conversation?
Why the hell aren't we going to the police?
That's a great question, and I don't think it's ever answered. The three walk all the way back to the hospital where the Scarecrow drove himself to, which is way funnier than intended, I'm sure. Do you think he obeyed the speed limit and the traffic lights and the stop signs?
But if I hear the words, let's split up, I will bitch slap the both of you.
That's gotta be the only sensible thing this dude has ever had rattling around in his head.
Is that?
Man, who would have thought hitting a person at a high speed would result in their blood getting on the front of the car?
Hello?
Why are you announcing your presence? All three of you know that the Scarecrow is in the building. And what the hell is going on over there? Is her spinal injury suddenly back after running and walking for 10 miles? The three walk down the dark and suddenly hazy hallway. I like to think that the Scarecrow set up the fog machine just to make it extra spooky when they showed up. Mike arms himself with a fire hydrant and the three slowly make their way to Sam's room.
So you know where we're going?
Huh. I wonder why the rooms look like they've been abandoned for years. I wonder why that is.
Careful, Mike. Who's that?
Why don't you guys just sit in a circle and scream until the Scarecrow finds you? The three make it to Sam's room but find he's gone.
I was joking. Or was it? I don't know. It sounded like footsteps.
Did it, though? Didn't realize the characters could hear the score. They stumble across Ray and the nurse who moved Sam because he was going to anaphylactic shock. They wheeled him down the hallway to give him a shot.
What happened to the power?
Died 10 minutes ago.
I was on my way to the backup, Jenny, when he started to crash.
Aren't backup generators in hospitals supposed to be an automatic thing? It kind of seems like a liability that this is manual. I guess the guy on life support across the hospital's just shit out of luck.
We're gonna need that power.
Where's the generator?
In the basement.
How do I get there?
It'll be faster if I go.
Yeah, seems like a good idea for the only nurse to leave while the three useless idiots just stand around doing nothing. No one even offers to go with her. Mike just tells her it's dangerous. These idiots know full well the Scarecrow is somewhere in this hospital, but she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Why is he attacking the nurse? We just established a few scenes ago that the Scarecrow hunts down the people who killed the soul that's inhabiting them. I've said this before, but if you're not gonna follow the rules, don't set them up. It's just, you're just gonna piss people off, like me. The one who had to watch this movie 3 times! 3! Sam crashes and this crack team begin life-saving measures.
What do I do then, Doc? Hopefully she'll have the power back up. Where the hell is she? Get me the nurse here, now!
What, you want me to go out there?
I mean, yeah, you let the nurse go by herself. What makes you so special?
Clear!
There's nothing!
Well, I guess it's a good thing a defibrillator isn't actually used to resuscitate people whose hearts stop beating. Also, you don't jump 3 feet when you're shocked either.
In a big, dark, scary place. And guess what happens next?
I know they're a little preoccupied at the moment, but you're telling me nobody hears this?
Oh God, he's killing me! Oh, look at all the blood! I can see my intestines! Why is nobody helping me?
Bullshit, the serial killer in the making better not survive this movie.
Jack.
I'm here, man.
Are they dead? Our friends.
Your friends, Sam? Do you not remember how they treated you? Because I remember how they treated you. Then again, this whole group were awful to each other. So maybe this was just what constitutes friendship in this town.
Did I kill them?
Wasn't you?
Oh God.
Oh, no.
For what? For giving this town a much needed enema? Sam crashes again, so the two restart CPR, while the doctor runs to retrieve an ED, and again, these assholes let someone who is unaware of the Scarecrow situation leave without any company or warning, and shocker, he's attacked. Ray and the Scarecrow ballroom dance, and the Scarecrow pours this unidentified chemical onto Ray, making me ask the question, why a chemical that can burn flesh was sitting on top of a shelf of a flimsy wire rack, uncovered where any slight bump could have knocked it off?
That did not sound good.
It's Ray. Please, we have to help him.
One person can keep performing CPR while the other two go for help. Why do these idiots think stopping CPR to wheel Sam's ass somewhere else in the hospital is a great idea? Not that it matters anyway, since Sam's brain has been without oxygen for several minutes, making it less and less likely that he'll be resuscitated without permanent brain damage, but at least he'll fit in with the rest of them. Ew. Fucking got him. They look for the defibrillator by staring straight forward instead of at the many, many shelves. Beth finds what's left of Ray and Mike is attacked by the Scarecrow. Oh, great idea, jackass. Use the thing that you need to resuscitate your brother as a weapon and possibly break it. Jack gets the bright idea to use the paddles against the Scarecrow, which affects Sam. Oh my god, even in death, Sam is a drama queen. You don't jump that high when you're shocked. Relax.
He's coming too.
Oh, boo. Fuck you, movie. The worst character survives?
Sam, you okay? Ready to run at 10K. What? Sam, I'm sorry, man.
So we're cool, right? No pressing charges for assault or turning me in for attempted murder. Yeah.
God, he's hot. Go on, invite him. Our sorority's having a kegger and we'd love for you to come.
Oh, he will, ladies. Wink. So I guess dying and temporarily possessing a killer Scarecrow is a major turn-on to the ladies at this school. Oh, no investigation, by the way. I guess they just told the cops that they all moved away and everyone's like, okay.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, guys.
Pause.
How's your first full day back?
Different.
Yeah, you got a fan club.
Yeah. I've been getting a lot of that all day.
You're a celebrity now.
Because he almost died? I mean, I guess the bar of popularity has gone down low since all of them were moved away. Here we find out Coach Shamrock didn't actually die, just suffered a broken arm.
Oh, easy, son.
They told me how you wrestled that thing on the beach. How'd you escape?
Thought I was dead, but I was just unconscious.
I mean, that's what the script says. That's now 2 killer Scarecrow attacks he's encountered and survived.
He was more interested in chasing us.
Yeah, except the Scarecrow killed 5 people who were not in his way and had nothing to do with his mission.
Jack, bottom drawer glasses, let's party.
Got it. Perfect timing. Sam, welcome back, man.
Nope. Don't like it. Dead women are gonna start popping up in this town. Scarecrow should have done everybody a favor.
I found that old psych paper I was telling you about. Got an A-. It should come in handy, help you make up for lost time.
You didn't have to do that for me.
Sam, anything else you need, you just say the word, all right? I owe you.
Mike, you don't owe me anything. I tried to kill you.
I do.
Did this movie just forget the beginning of it? Because I'm pretty sure Mike is the reason this whole thing happened to begin with. You can pretend he's redeemed all you want, movie. He's not. Later that night, Mike is sitting at the school waiting for Sam to show up when he hears a familiar whistling.
Sorry I'm late.
Nice. Check her out, dude.
Yeah, sure, but no way are those things real.
Oh, either way, killer body.
Thank you, Sam. Yeah, sure, movie. Oh my god. That means he's been the Scarecrow this whole time. He was the Scarecrow when he was writing the essay, he was the Scarecrow when he was talking to the sorority girls, and he was the Scarecrow when he was commenting on the fake tits in the magazine. Where's that movie? Scarecrow Goes to College. Why couldn't I watch that one?
Stop, he's gonna hear us.
Okay, I'm stopping.
Are they drunk? God, these two are annoying. Why don't we just cut to 10 years later at a Waffle House where they can sit behind me and talk about their relationship passive-aggressively? They find Coach's body and he looks as shocked as they are that he's dead. Oh no, not Mike. What a loss. He was so young and had so much potential. Sam, why are you standing there ominously and smiling like the Joker? We gotta get out of here. There's a murderer who is obviously not you here.
Sam!
That's not Sam!
I wonder why the Scarecrow held up that act for so long if he was just gonna kill them. It seems kind of funny he waited 3 weeks when he could have just done the job back at the hospital that night.
We're so trapped, Jack.
These idiots managed to trap themselves, which was really easy not to do, and they act like the Scarecrow is currently hacking at the door to get them. You guys can just, like, backtrack out of the church. Honestly, I don't know what the hell they were hoping to accomplish. They were outside. They could have just ran to the elusive police station that was mentioned once. Maybe if they showed them being forced into the church and somehow being locked inside, it would make more sense, but they weren't, and they aren't. They're just lemmings who wandered into a very obvious swinging blade. So now he's Raiden? Or Pikachu? Jack obtains unlimited power and becomes the Scarecrow and swiftly impales himself. The two mourn him as someone probably not part of the production walks in front of the lights. And that's Scarecrow gone wild, and man, that sure was a movie that I watched. The first two movies were silly as hell, of course, but the first one had the hilarity of much older people playing high school students and a dorky main bad guy that did gymnastics. And the second one captured Tony Todd reevaluating his movie role choices and slowly losing his mind. This one, there's not really anything fun or funny about it. I mean, besides the obvious things I pointed out, it's just boring. The Scarecrow costume is a huge downgrade from the first two. Every single character is incredibly unlikable. I can't hear what some of the characters say because they mumble or not mic'd properly. And the fact that this takes place over spring break is kind of irrelevant to the plot. Like, I understand you wanted to make a spring break movie, but if you can't even get unpaid extras to just kind of wander in the background, then maybe not do it. It doesn't even reach the so bad it's good. It's just bad, it's boring, and I really hate that I have to say that because I love the first two movies so much. Well, I'm glad you got through it with me. See you next time. And then BAM! Something super scary right in your face. Are you okay? Oh no, I broke him! Oh no, I broke him! Shit. Oh. No! Don't look at me like that. I didn't mean to break him.